was staying with my mom, went to go feed my cats at my house. I could tell somebody was there. He had run from the hospital when the police came.
What did he do? He hid in the, what did he hide?
He hid in the bottom of my sofa. He'd actually climbed up into the bottom of the sofa and he hid there. I had went home to feed the cats. Things weren't right. Toilet seat was up. Food was not where it should have been.
How chilling is that?
It's very chilling.
Of course they're starting to notice. There's a grown man crammed inside of a couch, for Christ's sakes. They're going to notice.
He was sentenced to 180 days in jail. He kind of laid low for a while after that and became homeless, doing odd jobs here and there. That is, until, well, on August 16th, 2016, a woman went missing in Ashland, 29-year-old Elizabeth Griffith. She suffered from a number of mental health issues. She wasn't reported missing, however, for over 3 weeks, on September 8, 2016. Her apartment was empty, and since last being seen at Walmart, no one had seen her for a while. On September 8, 2016, another woman, 43-year-old Stacey Stanley, disappeared, also in Ashland. Her family filed a missing persons report the next day, and when they found her car, it seemed like it had been driven by someone else.
Hi there, welcome to the golf course. High stakes skins matchup just about to kick off. Just 3 holes to make all the caps.
The bodies
Let's
of
do this.
Elizabeth Griffith and Stacey Stanley were found in the house Sean was arrested in. They had both been strangled to death.
Prosecutors revealed gruesome details about the deaths of 2 of his alleged victims, including how their bodies were hidden inside of an Ashland home.
Veteran BCI agent Ed Staley would later process an unimaginable crime scene. Black duct tape was all over an upstairs bedroom closet door, and there was a horrible smell.
Significant odor, yes.
Describe it, please.
It was deplorable.
Inside the closet and under a pile of clothing was the body of Liz Griffith. Prosecutors believe she had been strangled. Staley testified Griffith was naked, her body badly decomposing, and it appeared her arms and legs were tied. And on the concrete floor of the basement, another horrific find. The body of Stacey Hicks, under a blanket and piles of trash. Also a victim of strangulation.
Item of
Heading
cloth.
to the water here.
I don't really know if it was clothing, but it was a ligature or a binding or a restraint that was around the neck of
This is
that.
what our third shot's
The
looking like.
suspected serial killer showed little emotion as Staley identified other pieces of evidence found inside that Ashland house of horrors and displayed for the jury, including Stacey Hicks's car keys and weapons, a stun gun, and brass knuckles that may have been used against the victims.
This one's looking good.
On the day of his arrest, Sean also led
Really
police to return
well
for her victim,
judged approach
Candice
there.
Cunningham, in a neighboring county.
And he'll get a skin if he drops this.
While in jail, Sean also confessed to a 4th victim, Rebecca Lacey. Her body had been found in 2015, but her death was originally ruled an overdose. Sean said he strangled her after she stole $4 from him in a bar. I wonder what he does when he gets really angry. And before it was over, he confessed to a 5th, Dana Lowry, whose body was found in 2007, but remained unidentified. He confessed to killing Dana, saying it was his first kill. And he did it because he thought she was part of a magazine
Right by the
scam.
hole.
She was finally identified in June 2019
10 feet
via
to the
DNA.
cup.
Sean Great would fully cooperate with police, even demonstrating how he would kill these women.
Yeah. And this putt will get him 1 skin. Okay, safely home with that putt. After that one, our leader is with 1 skin.
On September 29th, 2016, Sean Great pleaded not guilty to 23 charges outlined in an indictment, including the murders of Elizabeth Griffith and Stacey Stanley, even though he would tell the police and the press that he had done it. Sean's attorneys later filed a plea of not guilty by reason of insanity. Prosecutors sought the death penalty.
They were already dead, Sean Great wrote to me in one of 2 letters dated September 28th, written in careful cursive on ruled loose-leaf paper, apologizing for sloppiness because he had to write with a small pencil. In his first letter,
And
Great
here's a look
tells
at
me
their
about
hybrid.
facing himself in the
Penalty
mirror
area coming up.
and promises to share exactly why he did it. And that's exactly what he
We
did
are
in
on
the
the
second
second
letter,
hole
which I
of
found
this
folded
matchup,
neatly
still
inside
without
the
a skin.
original signed
Let's
copy
change
of
that
his
now.
indictment, the same document that lists his aggravated murder charges in the death of Stacey Stanley and Elizabeth just their bodies were flopping wherever they can flop, but their minds were dead, Great wrote, blaming government assistance for taking the minds of his victims. And so he finished the job with what he calls a horrible act of violent behavior. And he says this story began 5 years ago when he first reached out for government assistance. But he said he couldn't get enough, writing that he received $197 a month on a food card, though many bodies received $700, he wrote. Great uses the words bodies, victims, and people interchangeably, and the letter is scattered with Bible verses about death.
The defense and the prosecution both jointly requested and obtained a gag order, preventing Sean from communicating with the media, something serial killers tend to love to do. It's all about the attention. He must have been living it up, loving the attention he was getting. But they put a stop to that because he was telling the judge one thing and the media something else. Sean's trial began on April 9th, 2018.
Well, this day's a good day, mainly for all of you guys and myself. I hope we can just move on from all this. I don't know exactly, I can't say I'm normal, but, I know right from wrong. And, mainly, just, if I cause any hate, bitterness, and all of any of it, we can work on that. I ask you to forgive me. Find in your heart someday. I know not today, but someday. Just move on from this life. And may justice be served today. That's the most important. Elizabeth, Stacy, Lori, thank you for all your time. And this mess, I'm sorry for all human beings. Have to listen, hear this. Okay? I'm sorry. Can't change nothing. Maybe I would. Not for me, but for you guys. Thank you.
On May 2nd, Sean pled guilty to 15 of the charges against him, but not to the murder of Stacy and Elizabeth. But he was found guilty of them and everything else, unsurprisingly. On June 1st, he was sentenced to death.
We, the jury, being duly impaneled and sworn, do hereby find that the aggravating circumstances that the defendant was found guilty of committing do outweigh the mitigating factors presented in this case by proof beyond a reasonable doubt. We therefore unanimously find that the sentence of death should be imposed upon Sean N. Gray.
Guilty on all counts. That was the verdict the jury handed down in the murder trial of Sean Gray.
It's not about him, it's about my mother.
His mother, Stacy Stanley, one of 2 women killed in Ashland at the hands of Sean Gray.
Basically, I'm just thankful that he got when he was coming.
Hello there, my name is John. Looking forward to taking in a little bit of golf today. I see you fancy yourself a high roller today. I like what I see. Let us begin. Oh, looking good off the
An
tee.
initial execution date was set upon conviction for September
Okay, nice
13th,
fresh hole here.
2018.
Let's pop
However,
this in the fairway.
execution was stayed due to a pending appeal, still pending to this day. In March 2019, Sean also pled guilty to the murders of Rebecca Lacey and Candice Cunningham and was sentenced to life in prison without parole. In September 2019, Sean also pled guilty to the murder of Dana Lowry and was sentenced to life in prison without parole plus 16 years. Really laying it on. As good. He's still there waiting away for the needle. This, I think, is up there with some of the most disturbing cases I've ever covered. And you gotta think, if Jane Doe hadn't made that 911 and been rescued and then Sean arrested, who knows, he...
Well, let's regroup. And she'll set up from around 240 yards out. Here's their 3-wood. Heading a little bit to the left on the approach. Well, see you later to that ball. This is out of the second cut here. Okay, we are back in the fairway. Okay, she's hitting from the rough. Oop, that one, yeah, that's in the water. This one's your third. This one might be going a little too far. Well, you can't hit them all. Oh, a little bit long, possibly. And setting up for your fourth stroke here. Nice tempo on that chip, just nice and easy. Well done. She's got a 13-foot putt. Let's see what she does. Okay, this has got to drop. This is for her triple. And a decent putt. Okay, you've got this putt for one skin. The putt drops. I can hear those coins entering your bank account as we speak. Okay, and after that one, you currently have one skin. Okay, you've already got one skin as we tee off on the second hole. Let's go for another here. Oh, that's off track. Oops, that's no good. Alrighty, let's see what she does here on this one. Going for the green. Be careful with this one. We're in the deep stuff. We'll get through these branches eventually. Well, I can't hit all the greens. Setting up for our third shot. And this one's your fourth. Coming through with the chip. And this next putt for one skin for her. Oh, man. And one skin for her if she drops this next putt. And the putt drops. Okay, let's plunk her in the fairway. Nice, pure swing, great stuff. And we join her now in the rough. And they've chosen a hybrid on this one. And we're setting up here about 210 or so from the pin. This approach is heading left. Setting up here now for our third shot. Oh, almost. She's got 8 feet to the cup from here. Oh, right by the hole. All right, this next putt for 1,000 coins in that piggy bank of yours. Oh, just going right by the hole. She's got a 4-foot putt to go. Here we go. This putt for the skin and 1,000 coins in your pocket. And today you get to finish your round off dropping the putt for par. Okay, this one's done and dusted. You end up on the top of the heap, winning today's skins match. Well done. And hopefully we'll see you real soon here on PGA Tour 2K21. On behalf of myself and the team, thanks for playing. We'll see you next time.